last session was a lot. There was a lot going on. So, who would like to give a recap of said session?
I'm gonna strangle you.
Whoa.
I listen. You've known me
Strangle
for
that tiny
7, 8
man.
years now, and you haven't done it.
Your
So
skinny, pale neck shall be enwrapped with both my hands.
Hey, Raylene
He's
also
just a
has a
little
skinny
baby.
pale neck. Are you gonna strangle his too?
Why would I
Yeah.
strangle him? I can't even. I barely even reach him.
Can't get up to my level.
Well, get good, Reba. Get
Whoa!
fucking
Oh,
shit.
I am good.
Balls,
Oh.
fuck. Balls of shit.
I
Someone
volunteer.
give me a recap.
all the
I
lights.
volunteer.
Oh,
Vanessa, do it.
Sorry.
Vanessa, you do the
Okay.
recap.
Okay, I'm going. So last time we were in Lakeside, and we were on the lake, which is completely frozen, and we had run into the Lord of Sorrow.
Yep.
And we started when like we were like, okay, it's a battle time. Now time to fight. And then Vanellope showed out of nowhere and she's like, what the fuck are you doing here? And we're like, what the fuck are you doing here?
That's pretty much it, yes.
Yeah, and then she like fought the shit out of the Lord of Sorrows and it was really cool. And then we just fought like the little guys, quote unquote, but they almost beat us, Heike.
pretty tough.
Yeah.
Yeah, we were
Yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
And don't forget that Vanellope also revealed herself as Verona the matriarch.
Yes. So
Yeah.
Verona is the blue
We're like,
matriarch.
what?
She is fire. And then we were like, what the fuck? Like, why could you do
We're
all
like,
this stuff? And she's
what?
like, because I'm one of the lights. And we were like, holy shit.
What?
But she's not
And then
the
she
only
Put down on her
one.
wrist.
She's not the only one.
Right. She teleported us back to where we go? To High Warden.
Underneath her house.
Oh, okay. Yeah, and then she was real pissed because we told her the whole reason that we were there was because Silmorn had told us that we might find Josie there. Oh, and then also what's his name? Chevy Chase ran away.
She made him leave. She's like, get the fuck out.
Yeah, she was like, you're not fucking welcome here. This is a family fight.
She's like, bitch, this does not involve you.
Yeah. So he left, and then we found out that like everybody has been lying to us, and everybody is alike. So Verona was the matriarch, and then Silmorn is the Lord of Time,
And
Yeah.
and then
is the shadow.
Shale is
man.
the Shadow Man. Yes, and
Shadow
then we
Shale.
found out all the names of everybody else. So the person that
Malkier is
Allie wants us
one.
to find is her best friend Zormir.
Very good. Very
Yes.
good. Yes.
Demis, and then the Lord of Sorrows thinks I'm her daughter, and I have a brother.
Do you remember the name that she called you?
Yeah, she called me no.
What was it?
Aurora.
Aurora.
Yeah, and my brother is Wyland.
Very good. Very
What?
powerful.
Yeah, which is like from a really old story that Verona had told us.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So like, it's in theory that maybe she's like the Lord of Sorrow reincarnated because Verona knew a different Lord of Sorrow. Like she's not always been. She didn't look like that before.
Okay. Very good. Very good.
Ooh.
Okay.
Katie, you're not supposed to be up here.
So when we left off, you had a meeting with the Three Lights. You had also learned that the teleporter that leads to Silmorn's study does not lead to the top of the moon tower, but leads to an entirely separate tower somewhere else. He then took you through a large magic library before bringing you into another room where he and Shale had imprisoned one of each of the various monsters that you had encountered, as well as the cultist that you had encountered.
Right.
And then after all of your meeting, where everyone kind of decided what they were going to do, the Three Lights left, leaving you three there. So, that being said, what is the group's next plan of action?
That's a very good question.
I know.
Yeah.
I didn't ask those.
Break out the cultist and join the cult.
No.
What? Come on.
I think Rylan has
Religion.
I think he has a good point. Maybe we should track down the cultists and see, like, if... Because we're trying to hunt down this... Raven? Crow guy? Crow
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah.
Actually,
Sorry, I thought you wanted to join the cultists.
No.
Oh.
That's
I
why
didn't
that
say
was my
that.
reaction.
No.
Because we definitely can't go back to the lake.
No. I don't think there's anything else to really look for in the lake.
Well, didn't we also realize that Malchior is one of the lights too?
Yeah, he is.
Well, then should our next thing try and gather all the lights to High Warden?
Does that make sense? Can we do that? Where are we again?
We
You're
should... Oh, sorry.
you're in the other tower. You are in the room that Somorn and Shale have. Basically, it's kind of like a specimen room almost. It's a dark room. There's a light in the center where there's a table where they kind of have various pieces of study, and then around the edges of the room are like magic prison cells, and so there's each of the five monsters that you have seen people turn into, and then the cultist is in one of them at the end of the room as well. The cultist
is alive?
The cultist that got all of his limbs broken by Shale, yes.
Yeah.
He is in
Oh,
one of
yeah.
those.
What do you guys think?
We could talk to the cultists and see. I mean, they're the only, like, conscious person that we could likely communicate
Not a
with.
monster.
Like, question?
Yeah. Yeah.
I don't know if he's gonna tell us anything, but we could try.
We could good cut, bad cut.
Yeah.
You guys do it. I feel like Robbie will fuck it up.
Intimidation. I'm good at intimidation, so I could try and be the bad cop.
Okay, I'll be the good cop. Okay, we approach the cultist cell.
Okay. So he is sitting. The room itself looks rather comfortable. He has like a bed and a desk, and a chair. Otherwise, there's not too much in the room. There's of course like a magical veil that separates you from him, and he is still in his cultist robes. He is sitting on the bed, facing the wall as you approach him.
Okay. We're here to talk to you.
He his head turns your way and he looks at you three and he says, "Oh, it's you three. What are you doing here?"
We were thinking you might like some company to break your solitude.
Yeah, I'm sure you're here for my company. What is it you want?
We want to know where your master is.
My master? What do you mean?
Don't act dumb! The one that gave you that medal!
Oh. Never quite thought of him as a master. Suppose that makes sense. Why do you want to know?
We're asking the questions around here, buddy.
And I have the answers. Possibly.
Is there something we can offer to appease your mind?
You can tell me why you're looking for him.
Okay, Robbie kind of scoots over to, like, have a group chat with them. So she motions her hands, like, to Ita and Gimbal to, like, lean towards her. And she whispers, I think it's okay to tell him. Because where's he gonna go? How's he gonna tell anybody? What do you think?
Yeah. I think it's fine.
Okay.
And then Robbie turns to the guy in the cell, and she's like, "Why do you want to know?"
Call it curiosity. He seems to be a mysterious man. And I'm a bit fascinated that someone outside of the organization would know about him.
We've met him a few times already.
Oh, so you've had the privilege.
Privilege.
You could say that. Look, I'm gonna try to intimidate him. Look, we could do
Okay.
this the easy way. And then I'm gonna snap my fingers and do the ignition cantrip.
Okay.
And my eyes kind of glow red. Or we could do this the hard way.
All right, roll me that intimidation.
Okay.
Okay.
Ooh,
Oh,
that was
not
violent.
that great.
Okay. So he says, "Whoa, whoa, 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 whoa! Let's put that fire away." Whoa, whoa. Ooh,
Okay.
reminds me of that. Well, let's just be glad that they fixed my limbs after they were shattered. Oh,
Ugh. Robbie
fine.
shakes a little bit because she remembers.
What would you like to know?
Where is he? Where does he hold up?
Well, I've only attempted. No. No. Fine. Okay.
Go on.
What?
Under the city.
Under the city.
Yes. I was
Did
surprised too. But it would seem that High Warden shares more secrets than it lets on.
Have we already been there? Is that the was that the underground place underneath the castle? I'm not asking
No.
him, I'm asking her. Okay. Oh, interesting. How do we get to this underground area?
Well, that you're not gonna like. You gotta go through the sewers.
Of course.
It's a bit
Sewer
nasty.
level.
It's a bit nasty, but
There's one in every game.
you know, effective.
Is there any
Sure.
dangers in the sewers that we
Well,
should watch out for?
there wasn't for us. I don't know if
Hmm.
I can say the same for you.
Yeah, I bet you with the cultists, they'll have some monsters down there.
Probably.
If you want my advice, you're gonna need some of those amulets.
Hmm.
But good luck getting them. We tend to be quite protective of them. You see, they're supposed to protect us,
From
Protect
turning
me
into
from what?
monsters?
supposedly, so that we can continue our work, of course.
And what is your work?
Why, to share in the glory of the future. Becoming those things, that's just evolution. That's progress. It's better than anything we could ever be.
So losing your
Well, then
humanity is the best or next level?
why don't you take off your amulet if you're so keen on doing it then?
Well, someone has to spread the good word, now don't they?
Hmm. Hypocrisy.
Maybe. But it works.
Alright. Where do we find more of the cultists so we can take some of their amulets?
Well, you didn't seem to have too much trouble finding me, now did you?
Well, technically you found us, but okay.
Well, I think if you look hard enough, you'll find someone.
So you don't know where
Maybe.
the rest of your cult is? Like,
I'm
Possibly
stuck
in
in
the
a
sewers.
box, lady.
that's true.
There could
Wait,
be some in the sewers.
one more question. Do you know anything
Hmm.
about this symbol? And she shows him the tattoo on her paw.
Do I know anything about it? No.
I'm just a little
But
late.
we have been very explicitly warned that anyone with that brand on their hand is our enemy. Along with anyone with, flashy glowing eyes. I think you know who I'm talking about.
Yeah.
Why would they be your enemy?
Because they are trying to stop our glorious transformation.
Hmm.
So she does the whole gesture again to Itza and Gimbal, and kind of walks away from the cell because she doesn't want him to overhear her. But she's like, "But that doesn't make any sense. Why give us the symbol in the first place?"
Maybe they didn't give us the symbol.
Of course, the crow guy gave us the symbol. He's the one that tricked us.
Yes, but he could just be warning his flock to. Well, I don't know. That is a good point.
It makes no sense, right?
No, I don't think so.
All right. I think we got more than enough from this guy for now.
Okay.
Or do you
Let's-
have any questions, Itza?
No, sorry, I was having issues with my Bluetooth.
Oh. Darn
Alright.
technical difficulties.
I think we
I blame
enough.
Cameron. It's all his fault.
No, it literally was his fault because he kept walking by me and then his headphones kept stealing my thing.
Kept,
What a bungo.
I
Is that
think-
why I was hearing, like, weird shit?
Probably he like went outside and was trying to watch the baseball game.
Kindly tell him that he is, and I quote, a butt barnacle.
I will tell
Are
him
you-
as soon as he comes back.
Are you
Thank you,
quoting
I
yourself?
Yes, I am.
You're quoting yourself in the moment.
That's exactly what I'm doing.
It shouldn't happen anymore because I just turned off my Bluetooth. So if he
I
walks
mean,
by again,
yeah.
it won't happen.
Well,
I
barnacles.
have the audacity, so.
That he does.
Okay, so have you finished speaking with the cultist?
Yeah.
I think so.
Okay. Okay. So, what now? He's still just kind of like looking at you all. He seems pretty nonchalant about this whole thing.
Hmm.
Like
Like he
he's
wants
weirded
us to
out.
go down there.
Possibly. You're not sure.
Hmm. I don't know. I'm a little hesitant going down to a den full of cultists.
True.
And he said we needed like the amulets to protect us.
Yeah. We only have one
We
so
do need
far
it.
with Silmore.
Right. We could get 2 others. Also, I could disguise myself because I have that masquerade scarf as
Yes,
a
you do.
cultist.
Oh, you can
Um.
ask us him! And she points at him.
Can we not?
I'm sorry, what?
Oh,
Nothing.
nothing! She lowers the pointer finger like with her other hand. She's like, no! No, that's a bad hand!
All right, let's leave. Let's leave this room while we discuss our plans. I would say thank you, but you know.
You'll be back. I'm sure you'll have more questions. And I don't think I'm going anywhere anytime soon.
Yeah, try and keep your limbs in one piece, buddy.
Well, as long as that phantom fucker keeps his chains away from me, I don't think that'll be a problem.
Phantom fucker's a new one. Okay.
Phantom fucker. Alright, let's leave the room. So, yeah, I mean, I could possibly disguise myself as a cultist and
Wear an amulet.
wear an amulet,
Oh.
disguise myself in a cloak, look like a person,
Now, how
go
are we
down
gonna
there,
hide
see.
me?
Well,
Itza,
that's the
you're a
thing. I
person.
could go. Yeah.
Are they
I mean,
racist against cat folk?
I mean, Amaroon are pretty common around here, so
But are they part of the cult?
you have no idea.
Exactly. You know
We
what?
could-
I
we
haven't
could
seen
all- we
any
could-
other cat people in this scenario or in this story. Are they around?
They're around. They are not as populous as humans and elves, but they are around.
Cool.
we could all go down in disguise, like me disguising myself and us in like robes. We could try and find something that looked like those robes, or I could go down and see if I could either beat up some cultists and get their stuff, or try and schmooze my way,
Oh, here's an
intimidate
idea.
my way into getting them.
Is there like a scrying stone or something we could buy so like you could go undercover, but like we could still like communicate with each other?
I don't feel comfortable like one of us going down there. I feel more comfortable if all three of us went down in a group.
Yeah, that would probably be better.
I have an
at least
idea.
safe.
Why don't
Shoot, Robbie.
why don't we talk to the guardsmen? Maybe they can help. Or at least help us track down more cultists.
Yeah, they might know.
Which guardsman?
What's his name?
The captain of the.
Yeah, the
The
one
guy
that was
that doesn't
angry
like
with
us
us.
at all.
Yeah.
The guy that hates us.
Braldor.
Yeah.
Raldor.
I'm sure he would be very eager to help us, Robbie.
Yeah, I
Was
think I
that
said something
sarcasm
really shitty
in
to
your
him too.
tone?
I think I was like, "Hey, fuck you." I don't remember what I said, but I like. It was not a good exchange.
Yeah, you used to intimidate on him.
I did.
Well, maybe.
Well,
Do I still
We told
have-
him to like keep his nose in his own fucking business and stay out of
Yeah.
ours.
I do have high diplomacy. Maybe we could talk to him.
Okay. Well, I guess I'll just.
If he really
stay
does want to
quiet.
be involved, then this is a perfect chance to get involved.
True. We could.
That's
we're
fair.
Trying to help him out. We're gonna be trying to help him out, basically.
We miss every shot we don't take, so
Yeah.
let's go for it. So we need to
And also, what are we
find
gonna do if when we do find out where he is? Crowman,
Browdor or the cult people.
the cult people / crow boy.
Tannis.
Oh,
So,
Tannis.
so you think Tennis would be down in the sewers?
It seems like it if he was telling the truth.
Maybe he lives there. Yeah, we didn't really talk with Verona or Silmore like what we would do if we encountered him again. Because Verona seems very like, I don't want y'all getting in trouble anymore.
Well, this is
But
the
we
crow
didn't
guy.
really make a plan.
This is the crow guy. It's not one of the lords. And then she thinks for a second. I'm like, you know what? Never mind. He's actually pretty tough.
Remember when he broke out of that
Yeah, I remember.
magic
A
box?
box.
And then
The
she
magic
like looks far.
interdimensional box.
And then she looks far into the distance, remembering her time in the box, and like,
Like box. Okay.
So what do you think, Jesse? Can we do that?
What?
Should we-
Which part of it? You said like 5 different things.
Can we do all those things?
All the things.
Maybe we should talk to the lights
Growldoor.
about what we're gonna do.
Okay.
then talk to Braldor, or
So
Yeah.
you know at this point that Shale and Verona have left. Silmorn is still in the tower somewhere. He said he would be doing research.
he's probably in the library.
Yeah, we could talk to Silmorn since we're here.
Check out the library.
Yeah. To the library.
To the library.
Library.
La
Library.
biblioteca.
Okay. So
biblioteca.
you're kind of already there. So the
Oh.
moment you left that room, you were back in the library.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, so is Silmorn? Do we see Silmorn?
No,
Silmon.
not immediately.
Okay. Okay.
Silmon.
Yeah, Gimbal calls out for Silmorn.
Silmon.
Don't you know not to yell in a library? What?
Sorry. I mean, it's just a really big library.
Yes.
So we think we know the location of Tanis's hideout. We
Interesting.
interrogated the cult
Oh,
member
he
that
spoke
you have.
to you.
He did.
Interesting.
Did he
You
not
can
speak
talk
to you?
him.
Not.
No, he blatantly refused.
Maybe because he broke his limbs.
Yeah, several times.
We did have to threaten him again to have talk to
Oh.
us. But if he's telling the truth, there is a underground area that might house Tanis, and we're thinking about going down there to check it out.
And where is this underground exactly?
Underneath the city.
Yes.
In the sewers.
Oh. I've certainly never heard of any underground structures underneath Highwarden.
He said the city held many secrets. And this is one of them.
It would seem so. What are you plotting? And he crosses his arms.
Who said anything about plotting?
Mm-hmm.
We.
Well,
it would probably be helpful to you to know where Tanis is, right?
It would.
Could you possibly defeat him with it? How many do you think of you would it take to defeat him?
Well, we know far too little about him.
Allie
if he's capable
fought him.
of releasing the lords, then he is quite powerful indeed.
Seems, yes, he is.
Yeah.
Pretty powerful.
And you said Allie couldn't contain him, correct?
Yeah, she tried to trap him in this like alt dimension box, and he broke out.
Fascinating. I wonder where this person came from. He's quite the enigma, and I don't like those.
Tanis.
Or Tanis.
The cult itself is certainly a mystery, one that we will get down to the bottom of, but this Tanis.
Do we know anything about his background before he came to Highwarden?
They just know that he was in the tower for quite some time. He was
he was a member of the Refulgent monks.
Yeah.
He's an elf like me, so I assumed that he was long-lived. Let's see, from what Shale knows, he's been there for about 20, 30 years, maybe? Otherwise, no, we don't know exactly where he came from before that.
So he was like a sleeper agent, waiting for the chance to strike.
I suppose that's one way to interpret his presence, yes.
Ita's very surprised at Robbie's vocabulary in that moment.
You realize that if you go down into those sewers looking for him, your mother is quite literally going to burn me alive.
Who said anything about going down there?
You're not very sneaky. None of you.
Well,
Well, what else are we supposed to do? We can't just sit on our butts and wait.
Well,
Plus,
you
I
could.
want these
it would
cultists
seem
out
that
of my
there are-
city.
Yes, and there are also 7 exceptionally powerful beings trying to claim your heads. Likely.
And if we stay in one place, it only makes it easier for them to find us.
Well, getting into this tower is certainly going to be a feat.
You can't lock us in the tower. You want to be stuck in here with Ravi?
Yeah, you're gonna have to wait until my hair grows out, and then I like Rapunzel out of here.
You know very little about this tower.
I'll claim my own
And I
hair.
think it's a hope. Right. So, say you go down into these sewers, find this mystery cult, perhaps our enigmatic raven man who seems keen on turning people into monsters and unleashing evils upon the world. Then what?
Then
didn't
we
really think that far ahead.
knock him out and bring him
Oh.
back here.
Oh! It's that simple, okay? Oh, okay. I think you're forgetting a few things here. Just missing a few small, potentially significant details.
Details, meatels. We're tough.
Uh-huh.
Well, do you have any other suggestions?
We might be able to learn more about him without, I mean, yes. None of us are good at stealth, so sneaking around will be difficult.
Am I good at stuff?
Possible.
I can't imagine Itza being good at stealth.
I am giant, but I have a +8 to stealth.
Whoa!
That's higher than mine. I am untrained.
Yeah, I get like 3. I got +3.
Okay,
Well,
big hulking woman has more stealth than I do. Okay.
Yeah, she's like fast. She can like jump between pillars.
I'm like Rambo.
Yeah, exactly.
well, you certainly seem keen about doing this.
Well, it just, it seems like something worth investigating. I don't see anybody else around here to help us out in doing that, so...
You're doing your own research, we're doing ours.
We could hire a goblin to go down there, I guess.
If you do this, I'm going to pretend I didn't know you were doing it.
Oh,
Works
good
for
luck.
us!
For the best.
Now you listen here. The last thing I need is that dragon woman blowing up my tower again.
What a gorgeous dragon she would be.
Quite a fight.
No, she's... Your mother's quite literally half dragon.
Oh.
That is so cool! And she has stars in her eyes.
Right. Pretend I didn't tell
Draconic
you
blood.
that. Yes. Indeed. That's where she gets her, let's call it, passion from, and her possessiveness. Anyway.
So instead of hoarding gold, she hoards... she hoards children.
Yes.
Oh my god, that's why she loves you so much.
Much to your benefit, since she quite literally saved your life.
Mm-hmm.
Twice, I think. Well, I suppose I can't stop you. I mean, well, I could. I could freeze you in time permanently. But you are correct that this would give us some intel to go off of. And I do enjoy some intel.
But you've never heard of a city underneath the city? No sewers or...
No, exploring sewers is certainly not in my interest.
I wonder if
We
it's
are
some type
aware
of
of-
ruin.
It could be. It could be another relic of the ancients. Those are rather scattered around the bastion, but...
Yeah, there was one underneath the mansion.
Wait, what?
The other mansion. What was it called? It had the zombie monsters.
You're referring to the space that you fought With Shale in.
Yes.
Under Castle Elstrad?
There we go.
Yes. That's certainly worth investigating as well. There's just simply too much to do. Would that I could freeze time for the entirety of the world. That would certainly be helpful. Alas, that takes far too much magic and is far too consequential.
Robbie starts humming, "If I could turn back time."
That song doesn't exist here!
If I could find... That's why she's humming it.
Da-da-da-da-da.
Yeah, Anita's just like, oh, pretty song you made up there.
Well, if you're going to infiltrate this cult, or find them, or go through sewers, whatever you decide to do, you need to be smart about this.
That's why we
You
want to
need
go
be
talk to
prepared.
the guardsman.
You mean Braldor?
Yes. Growldor.
Yeah,
And
the
either.
grumpy one.
I don't think anyone likes Braldor, including Braldor.
Yeah, he's more of a Growldor, if you know what I mean.
Does he have a wife?
Nice.
I
Pizza.
don't think he has anyone.
I mean, he said that no one likes him. I mean, I don't know. He's captain. Usually captains are married.
Not this one.
Mm.
Not that I know of, anyway.
How dare you assume
He doesn't
his
disclose his private life
status?
often. No. Anyway. I suppose you could go speak with him. He might have something to offer. His men might explore the sewers. Who knows?
We just need help finding more cultists so we could get more of those medallions.
Well, you could always wait until they attempt to turn someone into monsters again.
I will not wait!
So that is risky in of itself.
That could happen anywhere.
Exactly.
Too unpredictable.
You stumbled on it pretty easily the first time.
You know, fair point.
Yeah. You all seem to have a knack for finding danger easily.
Danger finds us. Or is it the other way around?
Yeah, I'm
think
thinking it's the latter.
I think it's the other way around. We're looking for it.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely.
Yeah. Which I'm sure the lords love. Anyway, if you go, I didn't hear it. I didn't know anything about it. I was busy attempting to scour this entire library for something.
What kind of
For
something?
What's something?
Well, that unfortunately is the problem.
Oh.
I'm looking for anything, really.
About what?
Answer me this. What do you know of the world outside the Bastion?
There is no world outside
Absolutely
that.
nothing.
Exactly.
Nothing exists beyond the north and the sea.
Allow me to demonstrate. He extends his left hand out, and a book from one of the shelves goes flying toward him, and he catches it. And he says, "Many of the books that you see here are from the world outside of the Bastion.
Oh, yeah, no way.
And yet," and he hands Itza the book.
Ooh.
What do you do?
I look at the book.
The pages are filled with like echoes of words. It seems like faded remnants of where words used to be, and it is entirely unintelligible.
Oh gosh! Wow.
Yes.
What is?
It's nothing. It's
Exactly.
I mean, clearly someone wrote in here, but like you can't
It's
read
gone.
any of it.
Exactly.
Even you can't read it, Silmore? I thought you were smart pants.
I could read it if there was something there. But it's as if the information about the old world is just gone.
You think intentionally someone did this?
I think it is a byproduct of the devastation the lords wreaked upon the world.
Wow. They erased history.
Possibly. I've never quite gotten to the bottom of it, but whatever is left out there is gone from history. Even we can't. We can barely remember our old lives. From before our awakening as the lights, it's all blanks. I
Huh.
remember some things, but not much. I
That's,
couldn't tell you names of countries or cities or land masses, oceans. It's as if they never existed, but we know that they did. We came. Well, most of us came from those places.
Like a far off dream.
Yes.
Do you
Mhm.
think that anything still exists outside?
We've
Or do you
never
think it's
tried to
gone?
find out.
Hmm.
So, I have elected to scour the library and see if there's anything I can find. Maybe anything that might give us some context into what manner allowed the lords to return after we defeated them, or anything about who Tanis might be, just something. Anything.
Yeah, did the lords come back before or after we got our marks?
Well, from what you've told me, they seem to have emerged at the same time.
Do you think that Tanis is the one that brought them back? Because it seems like
You
he's
you
trying
all
to forward their mission.
described that when you were branded, a portal of some sort was opened, and from it came 7 orbs of darkness. Do you recall this?
Yes.
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm.
Well, it stands to reason that that was the re-emergence of the
Of
lords.
the lords.
Got it. That makes sense.
So,
So he
you
like
were
freed them.
branded, and they were released. Yes.
Hmm.
What is his, I mean, I guess we don't know, but why would he want to, is he just a nihilist? He just wants to destroy the world? What
I couldn't tell
what is
you.
the reason?
But
We
what
don't
I do
even know
know,
what he is.
that is
Hmm.
true.
Yeah.
What I do know is that
It's
if we
Chroma.
don't stop them in time, they will destroy what little landmass we have left. And then there will be nothing left of this world.
So more
So
a
I went
different
there.
question.
Go on.
Are there any of the towns that you haven't heard back from ever since the emergence of the moon?
Hmm. Let's see here. Well, we don't hear from Frostmouth too often.
Right, they're far.
Mm-hmm.
They're
And
capable.
Gatewatch is, well, Gatewatch is exclusively ours, and from what I've understood, nothing much has gone on there. Labris, of course, has been destroyed for about 20 plus years.
Brr.
Windfall. Windfall I haven't heard from.
That's another place we could investigate.
It's true.
What are you hoping to find there?
Answers? Seeing if I don't know, maybe the lords are, wreaking havoc on the people there and they need help.
Hmm. Well, it's worth a shot. Again, I wasn't here for this conversation.
We won't tell her, don't worry.
I don't need her spewing dragon breath at me again.
Yes,
Um,
quite the fight.
if we maybe got ourselves into a little bit of trouble, not that we're looking for it or
What
anything.
kind of trouble?
It's just theoretical. I'm just trying to be prepared and have a plan. Say maybe we found ourselves in a situation not very favorable. would there be a way for us to call for help?
Not directly.
Oh, fun.
But since I assumed that you were going to go and do something like this, I requested that Shale plant trackers in your shadows.
Oh,
He could do
Oh, so you're
that.
gonna follow her?
She
You can
turns around at
do-
her shadow and starts like doing a little dance.
Well, now obviously it's not going to be obvious, but should he choose it, he'll be able to see through your shadow. So, if you go missing for any extensive period of time, while assuming that we can recognize where you are, we can make our way to you.
Robbie does a little dog impression with her shadow puppet.
That's most certainly not how that works.
It's just a
Then she
note.
makes a
That's,
dove.
that's what we use.
that's good to know, at least. Like,
Yes,
we'll have
Cool.
people watching over us.
I do take some
Okay.
precaution.
Thank you. Appreciate it.
Well, it was that, or at least have Shale live in your shadows, and that doesn't seem to be entirely plausible. Plus, he has other things to do.
Yeah. Didn't really like that idea.
You didn't even know it was happening until he got ripped from your shadow.
I know, but still, that was it felt.
disturbing in retrospect.
Yes.
Disturbing.
Yes.
But
Yeah,
let's
I'm
just
a
say we're
lady.
glad he's on our side.
Are you telling me that you can really tell if there's a light in your vicinity watching you?
No, but I don't like
No.
the idea of
The
a light
idea.
watching me.
Oh, you mean how, like, you didn't notice that Allie is sitting in your purse?
What?
No, I'm not.
How long have you been there?
So, Itza, you open your bag, and there is a miniature-sized Allie just sitting on top of, like, one of your potions of healing. She says, I don't know. I don't know what you're talking about. I'm not here.
Allie, I
You
can
gotta
see
do
you.
the miniature voice for a miniature Alley.
Robbie goes
No, I'm
over.
not.
Robbie goes over to her and almost wants to touch her or poke her, and she's like, "I'm a Barbie girl, and a Barbie."
Keep your hands off, cat.
Whoa! Okay, my bad.
I've got a perfect size mirror just for you if you want to look into it.
Don't you dare. You
I
keep
would
that
never.
cursed thing away from me. It's not my fault you picked it up.
Oh. Who's to say?
Anyway, and she jumps out.
And, like, inflates herself and becomes large again, and she says,
Whoa!
I wasn't snooping or anything. I was just snooping.
Yes. We're just watching out for us, maybe. You could say that.
Sure.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least if I know where you are, I can invade your dreams and shoot the monsters and all that blah blah blah. So, you know.
Robbie looks at her hand
Yes.
and she sees that is there a light coming out of it or not? Because Ali isn't really using her much power.
No, it's not.
So she shakes her hand like, "You are useless!"
I hope you're not talking about me.
No, she's not. She's just going through puberty. Sorry.
Oh, fascinating.
I'm a big
So-
girl now.
I heard that you were looking for Zoramir.
Yes. Well, now we know his name. Thanks for letting us know what his name was.
Well, you never asked, and when you did, I was already leaving, so
Oh.
not my fault. Not my fault. So, where are you going?
we're gonna go talk to the
Well-
grumpy guy.
Ew. Why?
We want to know if he knows anything about the sewers.
Oh. Grumpy guy.
Do you know anything about the sewers
Sewers. Ugh.
under the city? And another city under
No.
the city?
I don't like the way it smells. I occasionally throw people down there.
Do they come back out?
Sometimes. But I only throw the naughty ones down there. The ones that, like, creep on little girls and stuff. You know,
Disgusting.
sometimes they just, they sleepwalk and then they wake up and they're in the sewers and maybe they don't have clothes on, so they have to step through doo doo.
I love you.
Wasn't my fault. I didn't do it. I did.
So
I did
you
it.
know
It
how
was
to get
me.
down to the sewers, right?
Yeah, you just go through a manhole. It's not that hard.
Well,
Do you know about anyone hiding there? Is there
Just because I
uh
make people fall through holes into strange, gross sewers doesn't mean I know what's in there. That's
point
disgusting.
right.
point
So
taken.
we just have to find a manhole, go in, and yeah, we'll eventually find tennis.
Gross.
But Silmarn's right. What are you going to do when you find him?
We're gonna uh knock
Uh-huh.
knock him out and bring him back here.
Oh, fascinating. And how are you going to do that? I couldn't even keep him contained in a pocket dimension.
I could just picture Ali like leaning over Robbie, like kind of lecturing her, and Robbie's like,
That's
yeah.
exactly what she's doing.
Well, at least the lights will know where he is. Reconnaissance, maybe?
And once you find him, what's going to stop him from leaving?
True. And we're not very
Listen,
good at
I
stealth.
mean, I'm all for freedom and people doing whatever they want. Consequences be damned. But be a little smart about it. Be just be just smart enough to cover your own behind. That's all. And someone looks and he says, "That's not the worst advice she's ever given, to be honest."
Okay, so yeah, that maybe not our best idea, but I guess we at least know where he is.
We're spitballing. We we're new at
Yeah,
this.
yeah. Wasn't
Still,
wasn't concrete.
Mm.
Um,
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Well, the
I
Mm-hmm.
next
guess we
best
could check out
thing,
Windfall.
yes, the next best thing without going into the sewers and hopefully get you know find answers about tennis, we could go to Windfall.
I tell you what. I tell you what. Because I like you and you guys are interesting. I and she snaps her fingers. She appears as the cultist in the prison. I will do a little infiltration work myself. See if I
oh my
can
god.
find something. But you are going to owe me for going into those stinky sewers. In
What do you?
return,
Okay.
hmm, well, you're
What
already
would
going
you
to help
like?
me find Zormir, otherwise I'm going to turn you all into frogs and then throw you into the sewers. So,
Oh,
well, the
Well,
Lord certainly wouldn't find you like that. But,
well, we kind of looked everywhere except Windfall. Maybe he's
don't,
there. So she sounds very
don't,
hopeful.
ma'am, don't yell at me. I don't like it.
I'm not yelling. I'm
You're
optimistic.
yelling.
Robbie,
You're
stop.
literally yelling. No, I'll think of a way that you can pay me back. In the meantime, she looks at Silmorn. Windfall's a rather peaceful place. Lots of trees, breezes, more trees. There's a lot of trees. And we do like those. It's a very peaceful place. I like it. Sometimes I just sit on rooftops and sleep.
So
Anyway,
okay.
Windfall it is.
Yeah.
and that way you don't have to worry about Verona killing one of us because you did something stupid.
That's true.
Yeah.
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 I
Well,
think
she
it
won't
was a
kill me though.
pretty good plan. She crosses her
She
arms and
likes.
mumbles.
It's a good plan for people who won't get themselves killed. Like us. Probably. Probably. Anyway, well, have a fun time in Windfall. Don't get lost in all the trees, all that business. And don't die, I guess.
Well,
Thanks.
thank
Mhm.
you.
I left a psychic link between us, so I'll still at least be able to shoot things in your dreams. So
Cool.
you
Cool.
don't have to worry about that.
Awesome.
Appreciate it.
Windfall
You
isn't
better.
too far.
No.
That is true. It's not.
Alrighty, gang. So she claps her hands. Windfall.
Let's be off
Let's go get
to
Mango.
Windfall.
Mm.
Mango.
Did you just mispronounce your horse's name again?
No, I know what I said.
What did you
She
say?
does that.
I said Mango.
That's not his name.
It's Dodge Durango.
No,
That
it's
is also-
Marengo.
Your horse deserves more respect than this.
we kid.
It's Marengo.
He is a kind, gentle soul who works very hard, and he deserves to be called by his name.
Jeez, okay.
I have
Kitty, you're not
spoken.
supposed to be up here. Come here.
Rebecca's yelling at cats now. She's playing a cat. She yells at cats.
Okay, I'm back.
Well,
Okay.
I'm off to go find some stupid cultists. Wait. She pulls out her gun. I'm gonna go get this guy's name first, and then I'm gonna go find some stupid cultists.
Whoa, whoa, whoa! Is that really necessary? The guy had his limbs ripped off. I'm sure if you ask for his name politely, he'll just give it to you.
Robbie,
Hey,
why would
he
I do?
folds.
Why would I do anything the boring way? Why would I do that?
Yeah, true.
Just casually asking people questions? That's boring. Holding
She is a
stupid
trickster.
people at gunpoint? Now that's the way to go.
Well, he folds
And
Well-
also, I'll
pretty
make,
fast under
I'll make
pressure.
them dream of terrible things.
Oh, jeez.
I mean, come on, I know he's a filthy cultist, but I mean, he kind of has
What?
human rights.
Maybe I'll warp his perception so he thinks that he's a toad.
Oh, God.
Robbie using the hard F.
The ways in which I could mess with this man if he doesn't do my bidding. Maybe even if he does do my bidding. I'm gonna have to think
Jeez.
on it. This is gonna be fun for me. Oh,
Have fun.
and she poofs in a poof of pink smoke, and someone just kind of looks defeated. He's just, I'm gonna have to heal him again,
Probably. Yes.
undoubtedly.
Yeah.
Well, I suppose you going to Windfall is a lot safer than going into the sewers. And if anyone can find anyone, it's her. Between her and Shale, they're our best trackers.
Oh, okay. Good to know.
Yes. Yes, it is. Well, it seems you have your objective ahead of you, so... Unless you have any further questions, I propose that you get on with it.
Yes, get on with it.
Yes, that's what I said, Robbie.
Yes. Get on with it, we shall.
You're just repeating what I'm saying to you.
Okay.
Yes.
I'm just gonna like scooch Robbie towards.
Yeah, Scooter. Turn
Be
her
like,
around.
We'll
Let's
go.
go.
We're
We're
leaving.
gonna go now.
Do
We've
you,
announced we're leaving.
do you know where you're going?
Windfall!
Win- Oh,
You-
wait. How to get out of here? No, we don't.
Yep. That's what I thought.
We would find it eventually.
How shall
Alright,
we get
well-
on with it if we don't know where we are?
He snaps his fingers, and you all... And you find yourself back in the teleporter in the moon tower,
Meow.
Ooh.
on the bottom floor.
Oh. Okay,
That's
That-
unpleasant.
that works.
Should we get Durango?
Yes. Ita waves to Clarette at the receptionist at the Blue Tower.
Oh. She kind of like half smiles, half waves, and she says, I take it the meeting went well?
It was enlightening.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, Madam Hartridge's meetings usually are.
Okay, we head out and go towards the stable where Marengo is.
Okay, Marengo is back at the high wall.
Cool.
You know, being all comfy and stuff.
Being a good horse.
Indeed.
Do we need any supplies before we go to Windfall?
It's up to all of you.
Did we use any potions when we were at Lakeside?
I did. I used the
The-
cold one.
Yeah, Itza used.
Yeah.
Did you also use a healing potion?
I
you
think
did.
I did. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, I don't remember because both Gimbal and I healed the party.
We do have healing now.
I don't remember if Ita used a potion of healing.
She used
feel
one
like I
when
did.
she was really low on HP before you had the opportunity to heal her, and I think it
Yeah.
only gave her what, like 2 or 3 points of HP. It was
Yeah.
It was
Didn't do
pretty
much.
low.
yeah,
Yeah.
powerful.
So maybe we could use
Um,
more of those.
Yeah, we could go stock up on some potions.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think I have
Potion
any
master,
more.
grant me a potion, please.
Yeah,
alright,
I don't have any.
Let me just see how much they cost.
Coast.
Let me just see how much they cost.
Coast.
Healing. The minor potions are 4 gold. The lesser potions, which heal 2d8 plus 5, are worth 12 gold.
I want those.
How many would
I
you
feel-
like?
1 each, 2 each. What are you guys thinking?
2 each would be probably good.
2
Yeah,
minors and 2
Good to-
lessers, or just 2 lessers?
2 lessers.
2 lessers each.
2 lessers each? Okay. Alright, so I will subtract 24 gold from each of you. Or wait.
You can take it all from me because I've got all
Yeah,
the
I was gonna
gold.
say, Ravi has,
All
or
the
no,
gold.
Ita has all the money. Alright, let me just toss these into your inventories.
I go.
Boom.
Okay. Done. Dunzo and Dunzo. Anything else while you are here?
Wait, I have to double check. Do I have any sweet rolls?
I think you ate them all.
He did sweet rolls.
I do not. Can we stop to the
Oh my
bakery
God.
and get some sweet rolls?
Some sweet rolls? Yeah, sure.
How many do you want, Robbie?
What did I even consider
At least
those?
3.
Oh, to be a sweet roll.
Yeah, what did
What
I
is
even...
the stand-in?
You know what? Let me just do this.
Consumable!
How many did you buy?
3. Woo!
Okay. And we'll just say, there'll be a copper each. Fuck it.
What a deal.
You have 3 sweet rolls.
Yes!
You are
Okay.
on the list of sweet rolls.
Anything else?
No, I'm good.
I don't think so.
Shall we return to Marengo and ready for departure?
Yes.
Indeed.
Okay. Alright. Is there any last thing you want to do before you set up the carriage?
I just want to give Marengo a peppermint candy
That is always acceptable.
and tell him he's a good boy.
That is always acceptable.
Wonderful. I have done it.
Yeah. This brings me immeasurable joy.
Ravi climbs into the carriage, does a little twirl, and just lays down. Quick cat nap.
Okay.
Is Ravi in the front where Itza's gonna sit as well?
Classic
No.
cat.
No, she's in the carriage.
Okay. So as you guys are setting up the carriage, you see that Bernice comes out, and she sees you all, and she says, "What are you all doing here?
Bernie,
What
are
do
you
you
here to say
mean?
hi?
Aren't you all supposed to be in Lakeside right now?"
We were there. Yes.
We just came back.
And now, that's a very quick trip.
We did not find what we were looking for and did not want to dilly dally.
And how did you get back so fast?
We were fast.
We didn't make any stops.
Are you trying to tell the truth, or are you lying?
Why would I lie?
Ravi kind of just cowers into the into the carriage, like very slowly, so she doesn't lie.
Roll me a diplomacy check, Itza.
Oh, did I do it? Oh, roll.
Not bad, not bad.
Okay.
Oh, you only have a +1.
She walks over
What?
to you, and she kind of squints at you, and she says, "You're being suspicious.
I'm a big, tall lady.
You're
I'm
being
also suspicious.
a big, suspicious, tall lady."
Issa just kind of is making a very blank face, but like narrows her eyes, and it's just a weird face to make.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Okay. Don't tell me. That's fine. That's fine. That's fine. It's totally fine. Well, maybe you can tell me where you're going now. I'm just curious. Not being overprotective like our mother or anything. Nope, certainly none of that.
No, of course not. We're
No.
just gonna make a quick trip to Windfall, you know.
Oh, I've heard it's quite peaceful.
That's what I've been hearing also.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We're just, gonna make sure it's still peaceful.
Oh.
Ravi pokes her head out,
And,
and she's like, "We'll bring you back a souvenir."
Oh, okay.
Your town's new
Okay.
souvenir.
Oh, we could just grab something there. Call it a souvenir.
Well, if you insist on bringing me a souvenir, you could bring me back a keg of Aria mead.
Ooh.
Yeah, you see,
I see.
Windfall's got some of the best mead in the Bastion, and I could use a keg.
Only if you're good.
Excuse me.
Oh, well,
She gets like the anime like shadow over her face. Excuse me.
I mean, it was just a joke. It was just a joke.
What's funny, Ravi?
Funny that you take me seriously.
I should pinch your ear right now.
No cake for you if you pinch my ear.
What cake?
I said cake.
Ravi.
You're walking a thin line, little girl.
Just promise to stay out of trouble, and I'll bring you something nice. And she holds up her pinky.
I am not the one who seems to consistently find themselves in trouble.
Are you gonna leave my pinky handy?
I might. I haven't decided yet.
Itza just leans over and she's like, "We'll buy you the mead."
Thank you.
Mm.
Make sure my sister doesn't cause any trouble. Because she's extraordinarily good at it.
Itza goes back to just making that blank face where she's trying to show no emotion.
Uh-huh. I know your tell now.
Ravi's Ravi's like vibrating now with her pinky still up.
Fine. And she locks pinkies with you. And she, like, locks on so hard that you can't release. Uh-huh.
Okay, you can let go now.
Oh. Oh.
That's
Can
what
I?
you get.
See, Itza understands.
You're both so mean to me. Why am I friends with you? And she's still wiggling her arm back and forth, trying to release her pinky.
She, like, suddenly releases, and you go, like, flying back a little bit. Not on your butt, but you just, like, stumble back a little bit. And she says, don't get in any trouble. Or it won't be me that you're answering to. And not because I told her. She just seems to
Right.
know. It's very, almost disturbing how much she knows things.
This is true.
Yes. Well, okay, have fun.
Okay. Thanks.
Great.
Love you,
And
Bernie. It comes
you
from
better.
like the back of the carriage.
You better. And she heads back into the high wall.
Cool. Okay. I guess we can go now.
Oh my god, okay. Okay. So, you take leave of High Warden, and you know to get to Windfall, you need to pass through Fort Zagar and then continue west, and then it leads into the southern Feywood. Roll me society checks, or society or nature, whichever is highest.
Ooh. Nature.
Okay.
Let's see, nature or
Well,
society. Where's society? Society.
on the right.
We live in one.
We live in a society.
We live in a society.
Nature.
Oh, nature's way more.
Roll. Oh my
Oh.
god.
Oh,
my-
gosh.
Okay.
Oh my god.
So, Ravi, you really don't know anything about the Feywood. Itza, you might know that aside from the Valmic Ridges, the Feywood is some of the least explored territory of the Bastion.
Ooh.
Gimbleshanks, you would know this in addition to the fact that it is the least explored because it is home to some of the most exotic creatures of the Bastion.
Like peacocks?
Okay.
No, not like fucking peacocks, Reba. And that Windfall is generally considered the farthest you can go while still being relatively safe.
Okay.
Peacocks can be dangerous too.
I'm just gonna say yes and hope that that suffices. Oh, fucking Christ. Okay.
Onwards.
So, birds. Angry Birds?
Like the
So-
movie?
Ew,
Okay.
don't talk about that movie. So, you continue on for a few hours until you reach Fort Zagar. And as you arrive and you pass through using your papers from Silmorn, you are shocked to find that there is a small battalion there, along with Braldor Foglight.
Ooh, the grumpy man is here.
It's
And
a Growlor.
as you head inside, he turns and makes eye contact with you, Itza, and just kind of squints and looks at you.
Itza starts off with her now apparently telling blank face, but then after a second shifts and smiles and waves at Browdor.
Ravi kind of peeks her head out, not like fully, just like up to her nose, and she just waves tinily at him.
I don't even look at him. I'm just looking
Damn.
He walks over to the side that you're on, Itza, and he says, "What are you all doing here?"
It's a lovely night to travel, don't you think?
No, it's not.
You got
What
a
are
lot of
you
company
doing
here.
I do. We're busy.
Okay, then we'll leave you to it. Bye now.
Busy?
Yes.
With what?
Perhaps all of the monsters that are now roaming the bastion.
Right. We've run into a few of those.
I'm aware.
Yeah. Oh, okay. More popular.
What are you doing here?
We're just on our
Just-
way.
Scouting the area.
Roll me a deception check, both of you.
God damn it! Diplomacy, deception,
I'm gonna warn you.
disgrace.
He rolled a nat 20.
Oh my
Oh.
god.
We are not convincing.
Nope. He completely unfazed says, "You're on business with Kirillith again, aren't you?"
Who?
Who's careless?
Silmorn's last name.
Oh, right. We're on first name basis with him.
Okay, yeah.
We're on a first name basis.
What are you doing?
Well, for once you're wrong, sir.
We
We're not on business for him. We're on business for us. And us only.
we are journeying to Windfall, if you must know. Our business.
Uh-huh. Okay. Well,
Is that going to be a problem?
not for me. No.
Good.
Though I would recommend that you take caution there.
Is there something odd going on in Windfall?
There have been reports of things.
More monsters?
Forest. Possibly. We don't know.
Well, we shall scat it out for you.
Be my guest. I don't care. Just stay out of trouble.
In her head, Robbie's like, no promises.
Yeah, same.
Uh-huh.
Pretty much every time I make that blank face, it's just like, I won't promise anything I can't promise. In her head.
All in her head.
You haven't seen any more of those cultists, have you?
No, just the one that got all mangled.
Right.
Have you?
Not yet. But I will.
Weird.
If you see them, let me know.
We'll send you a missive right away.
I would hope so. Well, good luck.
Oh, thank you. You too.
Thank you so much.
He turns and he walks back to his men.
It's got to be one of the most unpleasant people.
Yeah, he talks so slow.
He's just angry all the time.
It's all the rage, just like it just takes a really hard time for him to articulate words.
Well,
Possibly.
at least he's getting the job done, looks like.
Okay. With that, you are free to pass through.
Can I check to see if there's like anything sort of like obvious, like they're carrying like a lot of like heavy artillery or like something that seems sort of out of place for a normal
a perception
battalion?
check?
Yes, a perception check will do.
Cool. Uh,
Oh Jesus!
okay, I see nothing.
These dice are cursed.
Is Ravi gonna roll as well, or?
Might as well, yes. Perception.
Perception.
I mean, wisdom
Roll.
is Ravi's key score, so. Okay, an
Okay.
18 is better. So Ravi, you do notice that all of the men are armed, and that looking around, you do see a bit more, um, battle-related equipment than you did the last time you were here.
Yes, yes.
Looks like they are gearing up for something.
No, I
Oh.
think they're just more like defense. Like they're just trying to prepare what's next.
Interesting.
Yes.
Are we ready to move on?
Onwards.
Onwards.
Cool. We
Okay.
passed through.
All right. So, with that, you continue on. And after about another 3.5 hours of travel, passing through the entrance into the Feywood and following along the trail, making your way through the darkness, you find the quaint town of Windfall. And as you get there, everything seems relatively normal. Um, There are lots of illuminated lampposts, so the town itself is rather well lit. Um, Everything is composed of wood, so all the homes, everything is all wood. It seems like a very cozy place. You get a very good feeling of like an inner warmth when you're here. And as you enter, you notice that people kind of look at you, not with contempt, but more just with curiosity.
What? It's not like they ever seen a. Ita, how tall are you?
Four-armed.
Oh, I don't remember how tall I am. Hold on. Does it say on my
Big.
phone? Did I write it?
I know you said you're at least like 6.5 feet tall.
Yeah. Yeah.
Not
Probably.
like they
We'll
have
go with
met
that.
a. I'm gonna round up an 8 foot tall woman, a golem, and a cat girl.
She is not 8 foot tall. That's just
He
not.
rounded up.
8 feet. Sorry.
That's ridiculous. All right. Um, so, um, you make your way to Peanut. What the hell are you doing? You make
Peanut.
your way over to what appears to be the local tavern. And you see a sign that's just kind of dangling in the wind. It's quite windy here. It's called the Feywood Rest Stop. And you find a stable there in which you are able to put up Marengo in the carriage, which I'm assuming you do.
Yes.
Okay. And then you are free to explore. Where would you like to go?
I would like to try the ale that Bernie was talking about and see if there's a barkeep we can talk to.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, of course. Of course.
Cool.
Okay. So, you enter in, and the bar is quite busy. There's quite a few people here at this time, and everyone seems to be having a wonderful time. There is a bard in the corner playing a very cheerful tune. Um, you make your way over to the counter, and there is a tall, um, not necessarily muscular, but very clearly physically active Nephilim woman. She has horns and a tail very much like Shale,
Mhm.
and she has like very light gray skin. And she looks at you all and she says, "Huh, I don't recognize you. You must be from out of town."
Ravi just kind of dances in place and kind of waves at her.
Yes,
Oh,
we're
she certainly
new here
understands.
from High
Oh,
Warden.
oh, the big city, huh? Well, what
Big
brings you to
city.
here?
We heard that you had some excellent mead.
Oh, that
We
we
were
do.
looking to try.
That we most certainly do. One for each of you, perhaps?
I'll abstain, but
Oh,
thank you.
yeah, I suppose that makes sense, huh?
Yes, I
It's
don't drink.
not it's not often we see individuals made of stone. But
Yes,
we don't discriminate. Not a
oh,
problem.
thank you.
Yes, of course. So, too, well, you look a little too tiny to be drinking. And she looks over the counter at Ravi.
Yeah, Ravi's like again hopping in place. She's like, gimme, 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 gimme.
She just kind of like she turns her attention over to Itza and just kind of looks and just kind of gives the face of like requesting confirmation
Yeah.
almost.
Yeah, and Nitsa is just kind of smiling and half giggling or chuckling, and she just nods and she's like, "Yeah, go ahead and bring her one."
I'm not responsible for this if it goes awry. That'll be 5 copper for each, if you don't mind.
Yes, I will pay the 5 copper.
Fantastic.
Um, sure.
Okay.
37.
So she takes your copper and she comes back with 2 wooden mugs filled with ale or mead. It's mead. And she says, "All right, enjoy."
So
Thank you.
Ravi hops up to the bar stool and scoots it closer to the bar stool, reaches over, sniffs it, and then sticks her tongue in it. And she's like, "Oh, this is sweet." Hey,
Itza will begin to drink her mead as she watches Ravi do this. Itza
Okay.
has the full intention of only letting Ravi have a few sips before she just takes it for herself.
So the barkeep reaches over and she says, "So, something tells me that you're not just here for the mead. You look more the adventure-y type."
Well, yes. Do you know of any trouble around these parts?
Other than the fact that it's been night for a couple weeks straight.
Well,
Yeah.
beyond that, people turning into monsters, that kind of thing.
Hmm. Hmm.
Ravi kind of tunes out the conversation and looks around the bar, kind of thinking like nothing's really amiss. Like everyone seems to be having fun. And then she reaches over and takes a huge gulp, and
Of
then
course.
puts it down on the bar stool or on the
So
bar.
you see the barkeep ponder for a moment and she says, "I certainly can't think of anyone here. There has been a lot of weirdities here, but
What do you
huh.
mean?
How much do you know about what goes on down south?"
I don't think I've heard of anything going on down south.
I don't suspect you would. Most people don't. And you didn't hear this from me. It's rumored that down south, pretty far south, close to, you know, the coast. There's a camp down there. Supposedly, it's where the Ardent Knights keep all of their ne'er do wells. That's a word for it. They kind of created a bandit camp is one way of describing it, I suppose. But recently I've been hearing some weird stuff about that camp.
Such as?
Such as people going missing. And I thought, oh well, maybe they're criminals, maybe they're escaping, but you know, I don't really know too much, because it's kind of just a hush hush sort of thing. We don't really talk about it, but I suppose if you're asking for some weird business, that's kind of the weirdest business I can think of. I mean, we have kind of the creatures that live in the Feywood, and every once in a while they like to show up. But yeah, we kind of mostly have an understanding. You know, they kind of just understand that we don't mess with them, and they don't mess with us, and you know, as long as we keep up that accord, usually that's not too problematic. But yeah, overall, I've heard people have been going missing from that camp.
What kind of creatures are you talking about in the Feywood?
Oh, well, we're not quite sure what they are. Um, you know, uh, typically they are, well, fey-like, kind of very sparkly and kind of majestic, but also very murderous and kind of savage. Um,
So Ravi
but
kind of
in,
interrupts the conversation by clapping because the song is over. She's like, "Woo! Bravo!" and takes another gulp of her ale.
is she gonna be okay?
At this point, Ita just, without looking at Ravi while still looking at the barkeep, just picks up with her two fingers the mug and puts it on the other side of her.
Ravi doesn't notice this at all. She's still looking at the bar.
Incredible. So she continues and she says, they're also very intelligent. Um, they seem to be capable of thinking, and oh well, some believe that they have a leader. Um, I suppose one could call her a witch, you know. But no one's really well, no one's well, you know, no one's really met her. Every once in a while, people think that they have seen, you know, a woman walking around in the forest. In fact, someone thought that they saw her last week. I mean, obviously, it's hard to tell because it's so dark out there, but they thought that they saw a woman, covered in branches, just walking through the trees. But um, like I said, we kind of keep an accord with them as long as they don't mess with us. We don't mess with them. We don't go too far. They don't come into town. And for the most part, it works out just fine.
Hmm.
Interesting.
Ravi again just like
Interesting indeed.
whoops at the bar like, "Woo!" And then she reaches over to the counter for her cup and her hands like kind of scrape around the bar stool, can't find it. And then she turns around and checks the group and she's like, "Hey, what happened to my drink?"
Oh
Oh
no.
no.
You finished,
Already?
Ravi. Ita's also going to just kind of mouth water and put up a finger uh, to the barkeep, kind of asking, like, I need to get her a water.
She says, "Don't gotta tell me twice. I'll be right back."
What were you guys talking about? Something about the Fae?
Yeah,
Yeah,
this
so
one.
Never give the their never give your name to a Fae.
oh
That
oh
is
really?
true. So the rumors say, and she comes back with water. They do say you don't want to ever give your true name to a fae, because then they will hold power over you.
Well, good to know.
Yeah.
Yay!
Pizza picks up.
Gimme, gimme,
Pizza
gimme,
picks up the water
gimme, gimme,
and gives
gimme.
it to Robin. She's like, "Here's your meat."
And then she takes a couple gulps of it, and she's like, I don't remember it being not so watery. I remember it
That's
being
what happens.
sweet.
Oh,
That's what
it's
happens
a
once it kicks in. That's how you know it's kicked in.
it's working.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, also, what what else? Don't eat any of their food.
Oh, why not?
Mother, mother, mother says not to.
Oh,
Oh, okay. Well,
why
I
don't we
guess.
just I mean, do you need a room for that one? She seems
A room would be good.
Yes,
Preferably one with no mirrors, if you have it.
no mirrors.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
a
That's
long story.
Um,
I
yeah.
I
Jesse,
suppose I could
do you
pull the
mind if
mirror
I
out.
roll a recall of knowledge? Because I know a little bit about the Fae, but. Or Ravi knows a little bit about the Fae, but only because of what her mother has told her about it.
Yeah, go for it. That would be a nature check.
Nature. Oh, it's gonna. And then can we put a disadvantage because she's a little.
Drunk,
I mean, I'll just
hammered.
subtract I'll subtract 2 from it.
Okay, because she's untrained, so she has a +4. So I don't think she's gonna get a very high roll.
Okay. Um, so your knowledge of the Fae kind of extends as far as you described it. So Vanellope slash Verona would have told you that the Feywood is truly populated by creatures that are called the Fae. And that they generally do not mingle with mortal kind. There are ways to kind of keep contracts with them, but it truly does require a binding contract
Yeah, and
that
they're pretty
is.
good about if they take something, they if 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 they take something from you, they have to replace it with another thing. Say like they took my sweet wool, and and yeah, they take my sweet wool. They have to replace it with something like say an acorn.
This is very special what's happening here. Yeah. So, general knowledge about the Fae, you would have kind of a very basic understanding of. It's mostly just things that Verona would tell you to avoid doing. Like, don't stare in their eyes for too long. Don't take their stuff. Avoid them if necessary. Understand that they will attempt to make binding contracts with you. And that they can be very mischievous and a bit aggressive.
I'm trying to think what
Okay.
else I remember of Faye. Something about playing games with them.
No, that's pretty much it.
Okay,
You rolled a 12, lady. Deal with it.
alrighty.
That's all you get.
That's all you fucking get. All right. So I think what was I charging you for rooms? Let's say it's 3 silver for a room for a night.
Okay.
And then uh she comes she heads upstairs and she comes back down with the mirror, and she says, "So, you just want the mirror gone, right?
Yeah,
That's
yeah, yeah,
fine.
yeah.
You can put it back when we're done.
You have something against mirrors or something?"
You could
Mirror.
say that.
Okay.
What's in them?
We don't want to get sucked into one.
I mean, look, that's something
Eh,
for you to unpack at your own time. I'll just put it in the back.
Yeah, Itza's
Appre-
just gonna nod like thank you,
a-
and also kind of like
Appreciate
give a
it.
like so sorry kind of like reaction to Robbie.
Magical.
Robbie.
Magical indeed. Okay. All right. And she says, "Well, the room's ready for you. Feel free to rest up."
Can we have supper before?
Oh, yeah, of course. What are you in the mood for?
What are your specials for tonight?
Oh, nothing fancy. We got, meat, we got stew, we got bread. Same as every other tavern, really. We don't do a lot that's special other than the mead.
Yeah, let's do 2 stews with bread to
Okay,
help this one
great,
soak up the booze.
great. Not a problem. Sure. What
And
do you want me
also,
coming up?
if we
Oh,
could buy a barrel of your mead,
Yeah.
oh,
Keg. We've been
a cake, yes.
requested to bring back a keg.
hmm. Yeah, I don't see why not.
We have a horse over the states. Sorry.
Sure, I can just put it in your carriage for you.
That would be much appreciated. Thank you.
Sure. Usually we sell the kegs for 2 silver, usually.
Okay.
Mm, what a deal.
I
Yeah.
will subtract 1 gold. You said 3 silver?
2.
2. Cool. Ooh.
I forgot tavern music.
There we go.
Um,
Yes.
She says, "All right, well, I will get one of these over to your room, and feel free to enjoy the environment, and the room's ready for you." She hands you the key. She says, it's the second door on the right when you get upstairs."
Beautiful. Thank you so much. What was your name?
Sila.
Tyla. Thank you.
Yeah, not a problem. Do enjoy. Alright, so she heads back over into the kitchen area, and she comes back after a few minutes with a bowl of stew for each of you, Ravi and Itza, along with a small roll. And a couple minutes later, you can see her. She's got a keg over her right shoulder, and she is carrying it out through the front door.
Cool.
Indeed.
Ita turns to Ravi and just says, take this. It'll make you feel better.
Huh? What? Oh, thank you. And so she tears a piece of bread and she dips it in the soup. She's like, ah, yes. The essence of the soup transfers to the bread. And then she puts it in her mouth.
Yeah.
Yeah, I imagine that's both our reactions. We're just chuckling.
Just laughing. Like, oh
Yeah.
man.
Very special indeed. Okay, so yeah, the food is delicious. It's nothing special, but it's delicious.
It's like food to the gods to Robbie right now.
Well, yeah, you're fucking drunk. Like, yeah.
I like to
Okay.
think it's a high buzz, but sure.
A high buzz.
You can sugar that up however the fuck you please. And after your meal, or I mean, are you guys having any conversation during the meal, or are you guys just gonna go straight to bed afterward? What are you doing?
Everything looks hunky dory here. I don't think they have any problems with monsters over in this parts.
No, besides the maybe down south. And
Yeah.
in that case, we would have to go through the Feywood, and I don't know if we... Seems like we don't want to meet any Fey.
No. We could look around. There's like someone that looks kind of rugged, that looks like they maybe would have been in the wood, maybe like knows of like paths, since we just like
Yeah, maybe a guide.
Okay.
Oh, like a
you want to do that.
ranger.
Yeah, like a ranger.
Yes. Like a ranger.
Do we see anybody of that make and model in the
Well, you
tavern?
certainly don't see any striders sitting in the dark corners of the room, but you see a couple. I mean, you're in a forest town, so you kind of looking around, you get the feeling that there are quite a few people who have some experience with the forest, but there isn't any one person in particular who are like, you're like, this is my mysterious guide who's also the king of the kingdom. Like, no.
Right. Okay. No obvious kind of mysterious characters.
Yes, no Aragorns. What would you like to do?
Yeah, maybe we could ask around.
Yeah, we could mingle.
Mingle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. We can kind of like be somewhat in like near each other, but like I'm okay letting Robbie just kind of like say hi to strangers and kind of use that distraction to talk to other people.
Okay. Okay. So, yeah, the place is pretty busy right now. So there's plenty of people that are available for you to speak to. So let's say you find the nearest group, and so there's 2 or 3 men who look like they're having a pretty good time, and you approach them and they look at you and they say, "Oh, outsiders. What can we do for you?" Well, one of them does, of course, not all of them, but you get the
In unison.
Ravi kind of just gets
Looking-
down from her seat, and she kind of staggers a little bit, but she's like, whoa, and she balances herself, and then she skips over to the dance floor and starts dancing.
Okay.
Yep. That sounds good.
And as for those of you who are not being drunk,
We are looking for a guide to the southern regions. There is a camp down there that we wish to.
don't you be
Oh.
talking about no camps.
Oh.
Why?
We don't talk about those.
Okay.
Okay.
So
This-
it's
Well,
this
those
is
camps.
We need to see if there's anything amiss with them.
Now you're gonna want to talk to them Ardent Knights. That's Ardent Knight business.
So you wouldn't be able to take us.
Well, now sure we could, but that's the Ardenite business, and we appreciate their protection from the fairies and all them strange folk,
right.
deeper into the woods.
Of course.
But we don't meddle in whatever they got going on down there. rumors say that that's where it's where they Ow, Peanut, you asshole! God damn it! You just latched onto my leg. He says that's where they keep all the uncivilized ones.
In the Ardent Knights, do they come through here through Windfall first, or
Yeah.
is there a different way they take into the wood?
No. They come through here, and then they go down.
Okay.
Yeah, every once in a while we see them. They got those carriages with all the bars, and we see them in the bars. And every once in a while we like to make the we boo at them. We see them and we boo at them because
Ooh, yeah, of course.
I imagine where it's like, oh, those are criminals and they're passing through the town, so we're gonna boo, and we
Yeah.
boo.
As
And
one
it's,
does.
It's a cherished tradition here to boo at criminals,
Yes.
and thus do we boo at criminals. But that is the extent to which we mingle with them criminals.
Right. No, y'all seem like a very respectful town. I wouldn't expect anything more than that from y'all.
That is entirely true. Yes.
Well, appreciate the information.
Nah, no problem. But I'm curious. What you want with them criminals? You trying to break someone free? Because I heard that's been happening quite a bit.
No.
Oh, really?
Yeah, there's rumors that people are going missing. Not quite sure what that's about.
That's actually what we're looking into.
Oh,
Yeah. You see, we were kind of sent here on a covert op, so we're just trying to get a lay of the land. Yeah. Real official, unofficial. If you catch my drift.
Real
know
hush hush.
I'm gonna need a diplomacy check from you.
Yeah, I know.
Or actually, no, you're not entirely lying. Give me diplomacy.
Diplomacy. Did I roll it?
Oh, it was all.
Wow.
Cursed.
I'm so sorry. He rolled a 4.
Oh!
God.
So he says, now look, I don't know what you want with them criminals. If it's covert or whatever. Just don't be getting the town caught up in that business. Okay? Okay, we don't want none of it. Other than booing them when they come through, that's all we want. Okay? But if you want more info, you gotta talk to them Ardents. Doesn't mean they'll let you through. Doesn't mean they'll tell you their secrets.
Right.
But they're the
Okay.
ones who know.
Are there any in town right now?
Oh, probably.
Okay. Cool.
Where do they hang out?
They got a barracks over to the west.
Oh.
Yeah.
Cool.
Appreciate it.
Yeah. Don't be one of them that we boo.
No.
Stay out of them cages.
No.
At this
All
Especially
point,
of
that
them
one
board.
right there. He
At-
points to Ravi, says, especially that one right there.
she at this point kind of twirls towards the group like in a ballerina stance, and she's like, "Boo!"
See, that's the spirit. That's
yes,
exactly how we boo them.
traditional.
And then she kind of
Very-
just stumbles into Gimbleshanks and holds onto his arm. She's like, "Whoa, the world's spinning."
It's
Is that
just
little
you.
girl drunk?
She's
Little.
had a few sips.
Yeah. She's little.
I'm just like trying to
Little
steady her
girl.
with my arms.
Yeah.
Well, She knows how to party, and I respect that.
All right.
I'm okay heading back to the room unless y'all have other people you want to talk to,
Yes.
other questions.
Oh, let's take a rest.
Okay.
Okay.
On the way to the rooms, I will walk up to the bar and ask for another mug of water.
Of water?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. She says, let me guess, it's for the drunk little kitty girl, huh?
Yeah. We're gonna send her to bed.
Oh, that's a good idea. Alright.
Mhm.
Well.
Ita hands it to Ravi. Thank you.
Ravi kind of reaches
So
up
hands
for
it
it,
to Ravi.
and
Yeah.
she has to hold it with both her hands, and it looks like she got a gift from God, and she's like trying to like get it closer to her face, but she's kind of spilling it a little, and she kind of like just
Oh my god.
she purses her lips and like just sips very loudly, and then when she's done, she's like,
Yes?
What did she say?
What did she do?
she, you know, like when you drink something, you're like,
Oh.
Okay.
Good.
It's very special.
I don't think we should ever give her alcohol again.
Maybe a little less next time, but yeah.
Yeah.
Do you need another mug, or are you good?
I'm great.
Ravi?
Oh, can you hear me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you passed out.
You know, I was like, is she asleep now? Do you need another mug? Or are you good to go to bed?
I'm eepy.
Okay,
Oh, he's
let's
an
go. Let's
EP.
go through two.
She's possessed of the EP.
She has the EPs.
She has the eeps.
We go upstairs to the room.
She's
Perfect.
just like kind of
Okay.
waddling to the stairs while holding the cup in both hands. And she's like, one foot in front of the other.
Okay. Okay. Magical. Alright, so you all retreat for the night and make your way to the room and assume your usual kind of position. The girls take the beds. Gimbal just deactivates in the corner.
Mhm.
And you fall asleep. Of course, excuse me. Ravi and Itza, you hear gunshots in your sleep.
Oh.
So you know that Ellie is doing her job.
Hard at work.
Hard at work, yeah. Gimbal Shanks. You are presently, in your deactivated mode.
Yes.
And out of nowhere, you hear Gimbal Shanks.
Ooh.
Hello?
Gimbal Shanks.
Who is this?
Come to me, Gimbal Shanks.
I'm going to stay right here until I find out who this is.
Come to me. Now.
No. Nope.
Romeo will save.
Oh no.
Not
It's
the mirror.
Man. It's the Mirror Man. Will.
Okay. You find yourself compelled to reach into your bag and grab out the hand mirror.
Oh no!
No.
And
Not this
as
again.
you look into it, you see the dark, twisted reflection of yourself, and it says, "Good."
No.
Good.
No. I'm like trying to resist as much as I can, like shaking.
Why do you resist?
You know why I resist. You are evil.
Evil? No. I am you. I am your reflection.
You're trying to replace me.
How can one replace themselves?
This is insane. Wake up. I've got to wake up.
Yes. One could call it madness. To deny themselves over and over and over. Do not deny yourself, Gimbleshanks.
Get away. I don't want this.
I am you, Gimbleshanks.
No, you're not.
I am.
You're some weird, twisted reflection.
Yes. And soon you will be me. I will have you.
No.
You
No.
cannot resist.
I will. I will resist you.
You have failed already.
We'll find
I
a
am
way.
in your mind, and I shall be in every reflection, every water drop. You will see me. You will know me. You will see what I want you to see. And you
There's a
will
way.
suffer.
No. There's a way to break this curse. I know it, and you will not win.
How do you know that I have already not won?
Because I'm still myself. I'm not whatever this is.
How do you know?
Because I still feel that I am myself and not you.
Feelings are not reality. I am reality.
Trying to mess with my head.
The time will come. And when it does, it shall be you who is trapped behind the mirror. And you will want to be behind the mirror. When you see those surround you and see nothing but enemies. When your every step betrays you, you will come running for me.
Not gonna
And you
happen.
will not know the difference. You will not know anything but me.
Not going to happen. It's not.
Lie to yourself all you like. It will not save you. Not from yourself. And you feel a jolt, as though you've been released from something's grasp.
Am I awake? Am I?
Sorry.
Am I okay? Am I holding the mirror?
You are.
I just put it in my bag.
As you put it in your bag, it feels wrong.
It feels wrong.
It feels wrong to put it away.
That's not good. That's not good. Why do I want to keep it out? Maybe he's right. Maybe he is winning. I can't think like that, though. I have to find a way to stop this. I have to find someone. Stop this.
Itza and Ravi, roll me perception checks if you please.
Okay.
Literally do it. Literally right now.
Perception.
Okay.
Like
Perception.
Okay,
Whoa.
let's go.
Literally.
Okay, let's go.
Okay. So Ravi,
Huh?
being the one closest to Gimbleshanks, you overhear him speaking to himself. And as you kind of like crack your eyes open to see what's going on, you see him holding on to the mirror and attempting to put it back into his bag, but struggling.
Okay, so Ravi kind of
Put it away.
she her eyes are kind of like blinking one after another, first the right and then the left, and then she kind of like mumbles, "Gimble, Gimble, what you doing?" And she tries to get up, but her arm slips off the bed and she falls like ah! And then she kind of like lays on the ground a little bit, and then she keeps hearing Gimble say, "Put it away, put it away."
I must put it away.
And she's like, all right, I'm coming. And she lifts herself off the floor, dusts herself off, and just kind of like walk. She sees like 3 Gimbles, so she's like, which one is the real one? So she's walking towards like say the middle one, and she she kind of like has her arms in front of her to steady herself, and she finally reaches to Gimble, and kind of like can she lift the mirror out of his hand?
I can't put it away.
You will have to make a contested athletics check against Gimbleshanks.
Oh no. Gimbleshanks is bigger than me. Athletics. How about acrobatics?
Both of you will need to make.
No, it's
nope,
not acrobatics.
Athletics.
Okay.
Both of you, athletics.
Alright, I rolled.
Come on.
Oh!
Well, it's it's canon.
Your teeny tiny arms.
It's canon. So she's like,
Yeah, so you find that you are unable to pull it out of Gimbleshanks' grasp.
Okay. So she's like, oh man, sword on the stone, this one. And then she kind of goes over, she looks at Gimbleshanks' face, and she's like slapping him in the face, like, Gimble, let it go.
So Gimbleshanks, in your mind you hear, she's trying to take it from you. Are you going to let her?
She can't take it from me. She can't. It's me.
Gimble, what are you saying? It's what? So she leans over to like kind of get a like her ear is kind of like next to his face, and she's like, "What are you saying, buddy?"
It's me.
Yeah, I know it's you. You and him and them. She's pointing at the air, like where the other Gimbleshanks is, like in her vision.
Can I roll something to see if I'm just fast asleep during all this yelling?
I think at this point you would start to hear the commotion and you would wake up.
Okay.
Yeah, because the next thing I was gonna do is like waddle over to Itza and like shake her awake. But yeah, if I wake her up like through all the talking or whatever, yeah. Or should I just go over and shake her awake?
I will leave that up to your discretion.
Shake me awake.
Okay. So after like slapping him a couple more times and him not moving, and she's like, "Okay, buddy, I'd be right back, buddy. I'd be right back." And she waddles over, climbs onto the bed, and kind of like before she could reach to Itza and shake her, she again tumbles and on top of Itza, and she's like, "Ah!"
Jesus Christ.
Itza will sit straight up in bed. She's immediately awake, but also has like her fist just engaged as she sits upright, and it's just like, "Whoa, what's going on? What? Who? What?"
Itza, eats the pizza, and she reaches up and taps Itza on the face, like, "Oh, there you are." And she then points over to Gimbal, and she's like, Gimbal Shanks, the Shanky Shanks. So at this point, like, she's already like pointing at Gimbal Shanks, and hopefully Itza gets the idea. Like, she looks over to to Gimbal Shanks.
I can't look away.
Yeah, Itza's initial thought is like, "Oh my god, she's still drunk." But then as she sees Gimbal, she like just bolts out of bed and heads towards him.
So, Gimbleshanks, in your mind, you hear, "They're trying to take me from you. What friend would take me from your grasp?"
They can't do it. They shouldn't do it.
Alright, Itza, what are you doing?
I am like, I'm looking at him and I'm kind of like seeing like I'm taking it all in. I'm looking at him up and down, and instead of trying to like touch him, I'm just gonna like try to sort of get in front of his gaze because he looks kind of like zoned out to me. And I'm just gonna try like talking to him like, "Hey, Mr. Shank, buddy, you see ya? Are you here with me?"
They are trying to distract you from me.
I'm there. I'm in there.
Do not let them distract you from yourself.
They can't. And I'm gonna kind of like get up and with one of my arms just like hit Itza away, like bat her away.
Ooh. I'm imagining Itza sort of like kind of skids back on her feet.
I don't think he would have pushed you that far, but like maybe
Okay.
he pushed you onto your butt.
Okay. I'm just gonna look up.
Fine.
Oh, I'm just gonna look up wide-eyed at Gimbal and just be like, "This is bad.
Hey,
This is bad."
hey, no pushing, Mister.
They lie.
Itza's now regretting letting Ravi drink so much.
You tried to take it from me. Can't do that. That's me. I'm in there.
Jesse, can I try and cast Calm on Gimbal Shanks and see if that breaks the spell, or it won't work like that?
Your understanding of the spell would tell you that he's not in any particular emotional state that can be quelled. I mean, you could certainly try.
But the likelihood of it working would be pretty slim, huh?
As far as Robbie understands.
Oh, okay, so she needs to... Oh, okay. And her understanding is pretty slim right now.
Can I try another will save? Can I try and like snap out of it?
Yes.
Okay. I'll be like, no, that's not me. It's not me. It's not me.
Go for it.
Oh my god.
What are you talking about?
Can
So-
Itza
Oh,
try
It
and
is
look for his
me.
keys?
It's me.
I
Can
am
Itza
the
look for her
real
keys?
you.
It totally is me.
I am the true you, and you are the reflection. Do
I'm the
not
one
let
who's
them
not
take
real.
you.
Oh, I got an idea. So Ravi, she gets up and she walks towards the two of them again, and she's like, "Whoa, buddy, calm down, buddy, calm down." And she inadvertently casts calm. How's that?
Okay, let me take a look here. Yeah,
And you-
so it won't. So you cast the spell, and you notice that it doesn't seem to help very much.
Well, crap.
She's attempting to manipulate you.
You're
She's
trying to take it
attempting
from
to
me.
fill your mind with lies.
Itza's
Can't
gonna
you
look
explain?
around. Sorry.
I don't want to hurt you, but I will.
Itza's going to look for Gimble's backpack, and she's going to look for his, at this point, very old moldy cheese.
Okay.
Oh,
And she would like to hold it up in front of his face.
Okay. Gimbleshinks, you can roll me another will save.
my
Don't fuck
my
this one up.
cheese. My precious cheese. Oh, okay.
Oh, the
That's-
cheese
That's
works.
a lot better. So in your head, you hear a,
Whoa.
Oh,
and you find yourself thinking lucidly again.
what happened?
Gimble?
Oh my God, I'm so sorry. I hit you. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
That wasn't me. It's trying to take me over. It almost did.
You're good, buddy.
This is bad. This is very bad.
Yeah.
I feel maybe since I'm the one who touched it first, it's affecting me more. But it's going to get to us all eventually. We've got to do something. I don't know what, but we've got to find someone to get this curse off of me.
Dale was the last one to break it. You didn't really give us much info about that, though.
Who was the last to break it?
Shale.
Shale
Oh.
defeated the. They informed
Right.
you. Someone informed you that Shale was the one who defeated the Lord of Mirrors the last
Right.
time.
Well, maybe we could talk to Shale. He might know
Yeah.
a way to at least slow the progress.
We'll need to ask him if he's got more info to help us. Okay. Ita is going to also put her arm down that's holding the cheese, look at it, and then just kind of go, I can't believe that worked.
Well, the cheese always brings me back.
It has mold in it.
This is the way.
Robbie, do you have a reaction to the cheese?
It has mold in it.
What?
It has mold in it.
That's true. Thank you for trying, at least.
No
Bobby.
problem, buddy.
Think you still need some time to sleep it off.
Yeah, Isa's gonna look around the room to see if there's a carafe of water to pour and give to Robbie.
There's not.
Okay. Dang. Oh
I
well.
think it's best that we don't have like water, like especially if we're sleeping.
That's fair. It could be a mirror.
But yeah, Robbie already drank all her water.
Etha's then going to look to Robbie and say, "Do you need to go to the bathroom?"
Why, yes! Yes, I do.
Oh my god, she's still drunk.
And Etha will be like, "Okay, I'm gonna escort her. Assuming the bathroom is not in the room and is down the hall, I'm gonna escort her to the bathroom."
Yes, it is.
I'm a big girl.
Okay.
I don't. Yeah.
It's okay, Robbie. Let's go.
I'm a big girl now.
Mm-hmm.
That'd be good now.
So, Gimbleshanks, the mirror is still in your hand.
Oh, shit. Maybe
I
we don't go to the bathroom.
Immediately put it away.
Okay. Okay,
Wish I could
good.
destroy this thing.
Alright. So, Itza and Ravi return from the bathroom. And everyone does what they can to rest. And for the rest of the night, there are no more occurrences. Well, the idea of a night.
Yeah.
Since it's perpetually night, you get the point.
Right.
And so you all awaken, activate, and Ravi, you have a headache.
My head. It feels like Alice is shooting inside my head.
You must have had it, like, I don't know, a quarter of that cup of meat.
It was delicious.
You're quite the lightweight.
You feeling good this morning, buddy?
Yeah. And she races down to the hallway.
Dear
And she's
God.
like, and all you hear is like, out of the way! And then you just hear a guy like, what the fuck?
Oh no.
And she just,
Yeah.
she throws up in the toilet or whatever, and give her like I don't know, 5 minutes, and then she comes back to the room and she's like, huh, I strangely feel much better now.
That's good. Ita will, while Robbie was gone, Ita had grimaced to Gimbal and been like, "Yeah, I may have misjudged how much she could drink. That's on me."
I mean, I would have think maybe a little bit would be fine, but yes, she
Yeah.
took a few sips and was gone.
Yeah, I should have taken it away sooner. Oh no.
It's fine. Makes for a good story.
Hopefully she doesn't tell her mom.
That's true. Yeah.
Or knowing
We
her, she
would be in
probably already
trouble.
knows.
Yes. True.
When Robbie comes back, we're just like, "Good. You look less flushed. This is good."
I'm hungry now. Can we eat breakfast?
Yeah, food.
Alright. So you head back downstairs. And you see that Scylla is still there. She says, "Oh, you're all awake. Good.
Hello.
Good morning, I think. I don't really know."
Yeah.
Good morning.
Good greetings.
Hello.
Well, how'd everyone rest?
Wait.
I don't know. I don't remember. I think I slept okay.
Yes.
Yeah,
Everything was fine.
you're a real lightweight, aren't you?
Why does everyone say that? What does that even mean? Lightweight.
You'll understand when you're
I'll explain it to you later.
Okay. Breakfast now, please.
Okay. Well, we've got some bacon and eggs going on.
That sounds perfect.
I would hope so. And none for the stone man, I presume?
No, thank you.
No worries. Alright, I'll be right back. And so she takes her leave for a moment and returns with a plate of sunny side up eggs and bacon strips.
Oh my god, yes!
Because in my world, we have bacon strips.
Bacon.
Like,
Stripey bacon.
Bacon, bacon, bacon.
she says, do enjoy.
Bacon.
Thank you.
Robbie just starts shoveling the eggs into her mouth. He's like, it's so good! Nom, 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 nom.
Good. Good.
Whenever I get drunk, I always get bacon and eggs too. Or a breakfast sandwich.
True. It helps immensely.
Yeah, something about like the grease or something? I don't know.
Give me all the bacon and eggs. You.
I see. So you enjoy your breakfast, and then what's going on after that?
I guess we should talk to the Ardent Knights. Go to the
Yeah, go to the barracks.
barracks.
Okay. You don't have too much trouble finding it. You mostly just take a major road west, and it takes you to the edge of the town where you find a small barracks area with the few Ardent Knights who patrol the town there.
Itza will call out to the Ardent Knights in greeting. Hello there!
Oh, what can we do for you, citizen?
We were looking for a guide, maybe to travel to the camp in the south.
They all kind of squint at you. What do you know about that camp?
We've heard that some people have gone missing.
Theoretically, that might be true. But what does a citizen want to do with that?
We're not just any citizens. We have papers from the Moon Tower. And we're going around town by town investigating all the weird happenings after the moon got all big.
We may
I'm not lying.
it may have something to do with the monsters that have been appearing recently.
Let's see those papers.
Itza pulls out the papers and hands them over.
Ah. So you're doing work for the sages, hmm?
Yep, the Sages of the Moon Tower, like I said.
Okay. Yeah. It's true. From what we've heard down there, yeah, people are going missing. Turns out there's also no evidence of escape. They're just vanishing.
Huh. Did this start happening before or after the moon got all big and such?
Well, now that you mention it, Yeah, really didn't hear a lot of that before the moon became stuck.
Right. Okay, good. Makes sense.
So it
Mm.
is related.
I'm gonna assume that you're gonna be wanting to visit this camp.
Yes, is there a ranger or anyone who can guide us through the Feywood?
Or like a really well marked trail.
We could take you there.
Sounds good.
Okay.
It's not exactly the safest route.
No, well, that's all right. We're accustomed to danger.
Yeah, Ita's just gonna kind of like swing her axe back over her shoulder and be like,
Yeah.
nod.
Ravi takes a bite of her last bacon, and she's like, "Why do you say that?"
Are you talking to me or are you talking to them?
You.
He says, well. The Fae they don't very much like us going through those parts. I don't even know how we managed to get a camp down there in the first place. Some weird contract or something, but it's down there.
Does seem like an odd place to set up a camp. But yeah, okay.
It's the most conspicuous spot one can think of around here. Well,
Alright.
since you seem to be doing work for the Great Sage, yes, we will help you on the way. Or at least I can go with you. The rest have a job to do.
Greatly appreciated. Your name was, sir?
Luco.
Luco. Pleasure to meet you. I'm Itza.
Table shakes.
Mm-hmm.
She finishes the last of her bacon, and she's like, "I'm Ravi."
Okay.
And I'm Ravi.
Well, how about you just let me know when you're ready, and I'll bring you down. Expect about a 4-hour walk, I'd say.
I think we're pretty ready. Are we ready, guys?
I think we're ready now.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, let's get to it then. And that's where we're going to call it for tonight.